Okay, well I bought this car into New Zealand about 8 years ago now. My understanding is that this vehicle fought in the first Gulf War in 1991. It was subsequently sold privately in the UK and from the firm that actually is on the yellow sticker on the front, and I bought it off its first owner privately. Imported it into New Zealand. I had to do a fair bit of overhaul work on it. The gearbox was almost beyond repair, it wasn't drivable, and had a lot of electrical gremlins to sort out as well. And I've been slowly but steadily working on it to bring it up to full serviceable condition, and it's been like that for the last probably 5 or 6 years.
Great. So I noticed on the back a black cat on the yellow background. What's the unit markings?
Well, that's Dick Whittington's cat. So it's a London regiment that it would have been attached to, and I don't have any further details as yet. What I'm actually doing later this year in August, I'm going to Bovington in the UK, which is where their tank museum is based, and they have all the service records for all the British fighting vehicles. So it doesn't cover things like Land Rovers and unarmoured vehicles, but tanks, armoured personnel carriers, reconnaissance vehicles like this, they've got all the service records you can buy for, I think it's 20 quid each. So I'm going over there to get the full records of the thing and to find out what the story was with it.
Right, so the markings on it are going to be accurate to what it actually served in?
Yes, they're the markings that it had when I received it here.
The plates on front, presumably if it was Gulf War, those were for soft ground, are they? Or?
They're desert sand mats. Okay, and in fact, in World War II, entire aircraft fields were made from those. So they're interlocking plates that you can drop on the ground, and they made full, not the actual airstrip itself, but all of the vehicle parking areas and the aircraft parking areas were all out of those mats. The versions that we use, this one obviously, by having those on it and by the colours, you can fairly safely assume that the story of this being in the first Gulf War is probably correct, and also it was fairly hastily repainted, so the green paint is still evident around the top where I had the turret removed. So the Ferret that's turning up now has mud channels, they call them. So that was used in more muddy ground, whereas these ones were used in more desert situations. Did the same thing, it was just for helping getting you unstuck.
So what's it like to handle?
It handles really well. It handles like a big go-kart actually. It drives at about 80 kilometres an hour on the road. Very softly sprung. It's got four-wheel independent suspension, coil sprung all around. It's full-time four-wheel drive. It has 5 speeds forward and 5 speeds reverse, so you can go just as fast in reverse as you do forwards. It loves petrol. It's got a Rolls-Royce engine in it, 6-cylinder engine, and because the vehicle weighs about 4 and a bit tonnes, certainly economy isn't one of its strong points.
I noticed with the front hatch down there, is that glass in the front there, is that a viewport?
Yes, it is.
Looks like fairly thick protection glass there, is it?
It is, yeah. I'll actually take that out and show you what the story is there. I can bring it up closer. Do you want me to bring it up? Okay, so this is optically correct. The interesting part about it is you can see through there and see what's going on, but my hand is right in behind that lens at the moment. So although it's actually taking the view from up there, it looks like the view is straight through. So it's a periscope or an episcope, and those were used for when the hatches were all closed up. There's 3 on this vehicle plus a spare.